Good morning, y'all. It is day 170, and we just got dropped off by our shuttle driver, Buddy, who we've used several times this week. So no more slack packing. We are at starting at almost a halfway point in the 100-mile wilderness at this point. The second half is the easiest. And we'll be going downhill most of the day and then flattening out. I think there's one small little mountain that we're going to go over. Nothing major today. But yeah, we had a nice stay at Shaw's. Breakfast, saw a lot of other hikers that we hadn't seen in a while. And it rained during the night, yet again. But it's pretty right now, so we're hoping for a nice sunny day all day. Have about a 0.2 mile hike down this road that I'm on, just to get back to the AT. The other thing is it's Sunday. It's my last planned Sunday on the trail, so just kind of doing a recap. Doing well. Feet, knees, everything held up pretty well the past week. Just in general fatigued. And that's what everybody's been talking about, just how tired we are. Even, wake up in the morning and even sleeping well. It's just, the body's just tired. It's just hard to walk this many miles almost every day. But yeah, in retrospect, I'm grateful that I didn't have any serious injuries. Just aches and pains and bumps from falls and things like that. So far, so good. Got 4 or 5 more days to go. Grateful that kind of hung in there, held up okay mentally. That's always a challenge for a lot of people. And grateful for hiking here with Rocket Man and just kind of supporting one another. We've been together since Massachusetts, so Mass, Vermont, New Hampshire, through the Whites, and now in Maine. So pretty big portion of the trail. Grateful for my family and all my friends to support, my wife who handled everything back home, kids. I'm grateful for y'all for watching and just super nice comments all the time. I see them come in, and when I'm in town I can try to answer them, but really grateful for all of y'all as well for watching and supporting me. And just in general, just blessed to have the resources to stay in hostels and have shuttles and just have the time off to do what I've done. So in general, just very blessed, very fortunate to have come this far. And that's about it. Beautiful day. And we're going to be in the woods for the next 3 or 4 nights and hopefully summit on that 5th day, which will be August 18th. That's what we're aiming for. A lot of congestion, a lot of hikers in the area, both southbounders, flip-floppers, everybody. So we'll have to see how that pans out as far as how many spaces are available in the next few days. But again, grateful for all y'all and this whole trip. So that's about it. Let's get going. Most people in Maine are very familiar with the beautiful wailing sound of the common loon from across the lake. It is a beloved symbol of the natural beauty and wildlife here in Maine, and even found on their license plates. After reaching record low numbers in the 1970s from boat traffic, degraded water quality, and lead poisoning from discarded fishing tackle, organizations like the Maine Audubon Society started advocating for protection, and populations have been increasing since the 1990s. These ducks choose large, clear lakes with rocky shorelines for nesting, and the female usually lays 2 eggs in May or June, and both of the parents incubate them for 4 weeks until hatching. Chicks are fed by both parents for about 6 weeks, and by the 11th or 12th week of summer, they can fish and fly on their own. And at the end of the summer, the loon parents leave their offspring and they fly separately to different coastal areas to winter. Amazingly, the same pair reunite in the spring. Their monogamy is legendary as much as their territorialism. They will kill and defend about 100 acres, which might explain why their population seems to have plateaued off with no steady increase in numbers. Maine might have maxed out its breeding habitat and not allowed enough space for the loons to reproduce. But it is an awesome cycle of life until summer's end. Hey, well, day 170 coming to an end here. Big day. Did 21 and a half miles. I was Trying to think when was the last time I did a 20+ mile day, and I think it was way back in Connecticut or Massachusetts maybe. I have to go back and look, but it's been a while. But just had 2 relatively small mountains that we had to get over today, and it was just a lot of flat section, and there were some areas where it was just no roots, no rocks, nothing. It was just a pleasant hike in the woods. So we lucked out today and was able to get that 21.5 miler done. And got here to the lean-to shelter here in Maine. And this is the Potawajo, I think, some kind of Indian, Native American name. But we are less than 50 miles from Katahdin, Rocky Mountain now, so we're pretty excited about that. Was a few views up at the top of the one, that little Boardman Mountain, and there was some nice ponds and some streams, and we thought we were going to have to ford 2 or 3 streams. As it turned out, we kind of bushwhacked through the woods and was able to see some logs and some other big rocks and boulders in the stream and get across. So we didn't have to take off our shoes or wade in with our shoes, which is usually what we do. But it's the first day into the wilderness. We've got 3 days to go. I just didn't want to have wet shoes right off the bat and have to deal with that for the next 2 or 3 days. So yeah, we're able to avoid that. But yeah, the streams, the pond, and a little bit of view at the top, and that was about it. Most of it was just walking in the woods, and it's going to be like that for the next couple of days, unfortunately. But good day. We're excited. We're going to push pretty hard tomorrow and do at least 18. We might do more and see if we can get even closer into Katahdin. Surprisingly, there's only 2 or 3 people tenting here, and there's no one in the shelter. We really thought this might be an area where the congestion's really starting to back up and people are figuring out their summit days, but that is not the case, so good. And that's it. So it was a good Sunday, and like I said, I'm grateful for a lot of things, and to be this far, I'm very fortunate and very blessed, so grateful for a lot. And thanks to everybody for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.